What up, 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 world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, what's the deal? And today, my mind's telling me no, but my body. Well, anyway, this story is about R. Kelly. He was actually sentenced to 30 years in prison, and they saying, it's federal racketeering and sex trafficking charges that stems from his efforts over the years to use his fame to ensnare victims he sexually abused. Now, some of them were underage, some of them were adults, but what they're saying is his tactics and the things he would do. They're saying that it was more so manipulative. You know what I'm saying? So prosecutors had asked the judge to sentence R. Kelly, 55 years old, to more than 25 years behind bars. His attorneys were, of course, asking for 10 years or fewer. That wasn't going to happen. So basically, a lot of the survivors of his abuse, they held hands and prayed at the district court. After the sentence was being read, a lot of emotions. You know, it's been a long time coming. Some people would say, you know, there's a lot of questions. I think this is a good time to take advantage of the dialogue that could happen or that comes out of this. As far as you have people speaking about, is it enough years? Do we need more? Was he the only one that was putting setting these young women up? Was their families should be held accountable? Things like that. Even is it okay for an older man to date younger women? It's a bunch of crazy stuff. And I guess depending on your age, you know it changes because of course somebody my age, I'm 33 years old. It's not okay to ever date somebody younger, that young, underage, but you ask somebody born in the 40s or the 50s, they gonna have some type of comeback or understanding or they're gonna have some type of reasoning for why it was okay back in the day, to where it's like but anyway, I feel like this dude should have got a lot more time. Um, after all, we got to keep it real. This dude R. Kelly is one hell of an actor, one hell of a singer. Uh, one of his best bodies of work is right here. Let me see if y'all can hear this.
Somebody sent me something on my phone and it said that I hog tied her. I don't know how to hog tie people. What would I hog tie?
Now that right there was Mr. Kelly doing the infamous Gayle King interview. And as we know, Gayle King, when you do an interview with Gayle King, let's talk about it. When you do an interview with Gayle King, there's a lot of things that comes out of those interviews. And as we seen with the Meg the Stallion, um, it was kind of like the same similar, outcome as what we see with Mr. R. Kelly here. So a lot of what he's getting is karma. That's what I would say. It's karma due to the fact that you were able to manipulate the game, the system, back when you were, going fighting this stuff, over 20 years ago, something 15 years ago, something like that. But the fact of the matter is where I see, the more alarming things that I'm seeing now is people that's trying to, compare it to the sentencing of a white man, and it's like, no, this dude, he was able to manipulate a not guilty charge when he was on camera urinating on a little girl. And I don't care what nobody say, like anybody that's in their 40s right now will tell you that they either watched it or used to sell the movie to people. I'm just saying. I don't this is just stuff that I've been hearing on social media. But to me, is if you got away with it and you were guilty, We seen a similar thing happen with OJ. If you get away with something that you're pretty much guilty for, and you just continue the same habits, and you're doing all kind of reckless things, you got to understand that it's somebody out there that's gonna want to take you down. Um, Pause. But that's a reality. And so with we see now with R. Kelly is all those years of cockiness and being able to, I'm the man, yeah, like just real egotistical manners, you know what I'm saying? It's all coming back up, and yeah, it sucks at certain times when you think about like, oh yeah, now that his money's gone, now everybody want to do the right thing, which is speak up on the things that they help enable, right? So everybody involved should be, held accountable, I would say. But at the end of the day, that's not this conversation. This conversation is about a sick man. He was once married to 15-year-old R. Kelly. 15-year-old R. Kelly. And this dude was 30. He was 30-year-old R. Kelly. And he married 15-year-old Aaliyah. Did I say? Y'all got me. He married 15-year-old Aaliyah, and he was 30-year-old R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? It was one time, I would never forget, they did an interview, R. Kelly and Aaliyah. And you could tell she was like a teenage, young little girl, impressionable, excited because she's being able to follow her dreams. She's on TV for singing, but the way that the body language between her and R. Kelly, it was disturbing. You know what I'm saying? And to know that people knew this stuff back then. You know what I'm saying? People knew this stuff back then, but nobody spoke up. So at this point, like, look, I got daughters. I don't support nothing that this dude was doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it was a grown adult and, you was able to get into her mind and make her feel like, you know, she needs to be a slave, allegedly, have women locked up, hog tie. I'm not hog tie people. You know what I'm saying? All those kind of things. So to me is, yeah, he does deserve more time, and I believe he will be getting more time because he still have more trials to go through. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully this does give the justice that's needed to the victims. Because it's traumatic. You know what I'm saying? A young kid, and they also say he was victimizing young boys. You know, and just like most people that get caught, they start to put it all out there for sympathy. So he's having people speak about the fact that he was a victim himself, but um, that doesn't give you an excuse. You feel me? That doesn't make it okay. You know what it tells me is that you been knew you had an issue and you should have went and got the right proper help. So that's what anything, right? It's all good until you get caught. Then everything just, oh, I could have, oh my goodness. So I don't know. Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all could be mad, whatever. But this dude, you know, he still got cases, in Chicago where he faces another federal trial on child pornography and obstruction charges. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably gonna die in jail. And um, if I was a father of one of them girls that was a victim, I'm not feeling bad right now. Really not. Like you had all this success, all this power, all this fame, everything that most people call the American dream. You had that, but then you went out, you know, you became a terrorist. You feel me? You terrorized the people that probably were your biggest fans, that supported you the most, and it's look, I believe in karma. So this face that you see right there in this thumbnail, that's karma. That's a man that know he fucked up, but just thought he would never get caught. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Big M Dog said what's the deal. And as always, protect yourself, protect your people, protect your peace. Peace.